What's going on, everybody? SpykerZ Xenith here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick hardware review of this Logitech G502 Spectrum gaming mouse. I do not know if this is optical or laser. I didn't look it up, but we're going to find out when I plug it in and look at it. It does support 200 to 12,000 DPI resolution, which leads me to believe it's probably optical, just because of the really low resolution that it supports. Not that laser can't do it, but usually you're seeing optical mice with that low of a resolution. But this is going to replace my older Logitech G9X mouse, just because I like the look of this one, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with my G9X. I just wanted something different. This does have 11 programmable buttons, so it's going to be like left click, right click, middle mouse, scroll wheel up and down, a few side buttons, and you can program the DPI buttons on the G9X, and I'm going to assume you can on this one as well if they're even existent on this mouse. I assume they are. So anyway, guys, let's get this guy unboxed and see what she looks like. Okay, let's take a quick look at the box. It just shows the mouse here on the front, G502 Proteus Spectrum, all that. On the side here, tells you about the resolution being 200 to 12,000 DPI. That's fantastic. On here on the back, we've got 11 programmable buttons, controls, including a DPI shift. I don't really know what that is. I'm going to assume it's something that'll like change DPI for like a momentary button or something like that. Customizable lighting, if I can even talk here, which is the reason I bought this over the Proteus Core. It does have a bunch of weights, 5 weights that you can add to this bad boy. On the side here, what's in the box? The mouse, the tuning weights and case, user documentation. You do need a USB port. Internet connection is optional for the software download. I assume this does not come with any software. Seems to be the trend these days. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and open this guy up and see what's inside. Okay, and this is basically what you get in the box. You get some documentation here. A little user's manual. Tells you to go to Logitech.com and download stuff. How exciting. Shows you how to put the weights in the bottom of it. We'll figure that out. We don't need that for anything. There's the warranty information. Important safety, compliance, warranty information. Basically, don't stare at the optical laser, the optical sensor. Gonna lick it. Right here, we have the weights that come with it. I'm going to put all of the weights in that I can. They're heaviest that I can make it. I like it that way. I'm strange. That's what I like. Heavy mouse. Alright, so here's the mouse itself. And now, as you can see on this side, we have 3 buttons. And they're actually, they don't feel bad. I mean, when it's in your hand, it's not going to feel bad. Definitely going to be a lot easier with my G9X. We have looks like an indicator to let you know what actual resolution you're in or what profile setting you're in, probably. Maybe the DPI that it's at. A couple buttons right here next to the left mouse buttons. Very strange. Those right there, but man, they're easy to get to. The clicks feel really good. Left and right button here. The scroll wheel, it's not notchy at all. It actually spins too freely, and I don't really care for that already. Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute. There's the thing that locks it right here. This button right here, it makes the scroll wheel notchy or free rolling. Why the hell would you want it like that? Keep it notchy, man. And then we have a button right here, which I assume is going to be for the DPI or maybe the profile. You can probably bind that to something else. That seems to be the trend with Logitech mice. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 buttons. So they didn't include the left and right scroll functionality as a button? Or maybe I can't bind all of these. It said 11. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and go to the PC, get this plugged in and look at the software. I do already have software installed. It does have a grip on the side as well. I didn't mention that. And this side also has the grip. It's not that painted on stuff. It seems like it's an actual material. So you shouldn't have any problems with that. And I'll tell you, it feels really good in the hand. Let's go ahead and maybe put the weights in here real quick before I do anything else and get too ahead of myself here. You're supposed to be able to pull the bottom off. It just pulls right off pretty easily. You get the weights and you put the weights in. I wonder if I can put them all in there. Let's find out, shall we? Alright, and that's what it looks like with all the weights inside of it. So let's go ahead and get this in the PC and check out the software. Alright, as you can see on the left-hand side here, we have the new mouse. This is the G502. This is my old mouse, my G9X. Now, the G9X does seem a little bit wider, but the 502 it's a pretty good-sized mouse. I mean, it's definitely bigger. I'm definitely going to like it, I think, a little more than this G9X, but I've been using this for many years. It's just worn out. As you can see here, you can see the glossiness on the buttons, even above the scroll wheel. I mean, this thing has been used and abused. So we're going to go ahead and get the new mouse on there. It's size difference. It's great. Let's put that over there. We're going to go over to our Logitech program and see if the new mouse shows up. It does work right out of the box. I plugged it into a USB 3.0 port and it did not work. So I had to switch it over to a 2.0. Could just be my motherboard, could just be my system. So let's go ahead and start up the, oh wow, that is sensitive. I usually play at like a 650 DPI. Oh my god, that is sensitive. Okay, let's go ahead and start up the Logitech app. Okay, you do have to update the software to get this mouse to work out of the box. So we do go to Logitech's website. You download the latest software from there. It's logitech.com. And then just download the software, install it, and you're good to go. As you can see, I have the software up here. It does detect my keyboard, my G35, and my new mouse. I'm just going to mess with the color settings to kind of show you that. There's a little light bulb here, input analysis, surface tuning. Let's check these out. You can customize the profile 1, 2, and 3. My G9X had several more profiles, but do you really need them? Check this out. You can bind all of these keys on here. So even the switch profile, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 keys. And that's the DPI shift. You can bind that to something else as well. Forward and back are right here. And it's a really nice mouse. You can bind any of these things. You can change your DPI, which I will need to adjust to like a, I don't know, like a 650 or something. Let's do 550 on that. And let's do like 650 or 750. Let's start off with like 650. There we go. 450 and 650. Let's leave it right there. That's where I'm used to it being. So we're going to leave it on that. And DPI shift, when I push that, what does it do? Oh, it goes down to the lowest one. That is the shift point. That is this orange one. So that'll lower the actual... Okay, so it is a like a toggle. You can make it a toggle, I'm sure. It's something that you can shift to. I'm not sure if that's something I even want to even have an option to do. So I'm probably not going to mess with that at all. Let's just leave it right there. I guess it's at 800. Let's leave it right there. It feels like my old mouse. Let's check out the lights. Settings here. Profile 1, that's where it's at now. Color cycle, no. Turn it off, which turns it all off. It stays red, it looks like. Breathing effect. A lot of mice have that. It's probably like a pulsating thing. I don't really see it. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. You can turn the logo on or off. That's really neat. Some people might not like that. DPI indicator, you can turn that on or off. Nice. Okay, there it goes. You can turn that DPI indicator on or off. It's really cool. I do like red, so I'm probably going to leave it on that. But look at all the other colors. You can pretty much put any color on this bad boy that you want. Let's turn the breathing effect off so you can see that. You can see here on the mouse, as I move this, it's changing the color of the mouse. You got to click and let go. So if I switch here, go to the blue, that's kind of what a blue looks like. And then a darker blue, a deeper blue looks like that. Like a purple color. I don't know why you'd want that. Some people do. But I prefer a red, so I'm going to leave it on a red. You can adjust the actual whiteness of the color. You can make it like a pink or something if you really wanted to. But I like a dark red. There's a pinkish color. I like a dark red. That's for me. It's really neat. You can store custom colors here, it looks like. Yeah, if you click on there with the color you already have chosen, it'll put it on the custom. Whatever you leave on here is what it's going to be. So that's definitely really neat. The DPI indicator, I don't really need that to be set to much of anything. So anyway, guys, there's this other button over here. What does that guy do? You can set what kind of mouse pad you're on. Seriously? G440 hard gaming mouse pad. Sensor accuracy for your type of desk or mouse pad. I have a generic bullcrap mouse pad, as you can see. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Wow, that's crazy. You can set it up for that. I may get like the G240 or something because I don't really care for hard mouse pads. And, God, I might try that. Let's add new surface. What does that do? Untuned. How do you tune it? I want to tune it. Let's just do like pad. And we click tune. Place the mouse on the surface you intend to use, then push and hold the left mouse button. Move the mouse continuously around the surface in a figure 8. Wow. Wow, so you're doing the entire area that you're going to be using. So that is something else, isn't it? What the hell? I obviously should do that without the camera in the way. That is some neat stuff. Wow. So you can tune your mouse pad to your mouse, or your mouse to your mouse pad. That I will have to mess with more later, but that is really cool. Let's go ahead and click on this guy here. This is the, it says G on it. What is this? Okay. Heat map. What does that mean? Shows keys which you press the most. Okay, start. What? Huh. I don't know what the use of that is at all. I'll go ahead and ignore that. I feel like that's a gimmick, whatever the heck that is. Okay, so you would do that while you're in a game and you'd see which keys you use most often, because I did hit some of these keys on the side and I did hit the right click once. So I suppose if that's interesting to you, you can see that. That's so strange. I don't know the use of that at all, telling you which keys you use. Well, anyway, guys, that was basically the Logitech G502 mouse. If you like what you'd seen here, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.